Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jagged, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one. Every single one. Every single one of my bitches. Christian Mingle, and the lands all across the land. This is your girl T.
Oh, sorry. my bad. Go ahead.
So professional.
This is your girl T.S. Madison, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the marvelous chateau. And welcome to the Queen's Supreme.
Which one?
The Queen's Supreme.
Oh, which one is that?
The Queen's Supreme Court. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, it is quite quiet and silent in the background.
Mary not here.
Mary's not here, girl. There's no water running.
No pots banging.
There's no pots making. There's no onions frying,
no
girl.
chairs sliding.
There's no any of that, girl. There's no weeping.
Boom.
Right. We don't have any weeping. No. More weeping. So we don't have all of that stuff going on, and I do miss Mommy because you can definitely feel that her presence is not here, especially with everyone craving a plate at this moment. Because I'm one of those girls that is craving a plate, but Miss Mary had to get home, and
She reading a text message.
I am. You don't read text messages when big dicks come through, Craig?
Oh God.
Oh. Ooh. Let me see. I think I got one on my Instagram. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a dick text. Even though I ain't had none in a long time, I'm sure still am looking. I'm still a looker. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have like a family show tonight, girl. So I mean, there are things that you may hear and see on our show, and that's just for the family. And when I say for the family, I mean, from the 3-0 motherfucking 5, bitch. And let me tell you something. It is a certain way that the girls from Dade get down, bitch. It's certain terms and terminology that you girls may not understand. Girl, don't pull my stocking cap all the way off.
Yeah. You supposed to say pussy ass hoe.
Not in front of company, girl. Don't pull my stocking cap all the way off in front of company. No, don't wait. I'm done, because we got the show for the side. I need you to pull it back like this. Put that on there and then slide the black off. Yes. You see how easy that transition was? That's what real fish do. That's how real fish corresponds with hair pieces, girl.
Sanjay acting like he's still in training.
Girl. Well, Craig, according to what you told me last week, what you had said was that, you can tell Sanjay's skills ain't as what Amir's used to be. And I had to defend my...
No, you just...
I had to defend Sante and
what?
motherfucking say I had to defend Sante and say, listen.
Oh, you mean kind of like you didn't really want Ricky to come do the show, and I had to convince you to bring him on the show? Is that what you mean?
First of all, Ricky know that. Hold on, excuse me. Ricky knows that that's one lie after another one.
Sante knows
bitch,
that's
because
a lie.
We done sat up here many nights and I done told Ricky to come over here and do the show, bitch, and we was gonna get it when the lineup was. Mm-hmm. But what I did say in defense of you, Sante, was I said, listen, let me tell you something. Craig, I understand that, Sante may not be Amir, but Sante...
You are not going to sit here trying to act like I did not like Sante's work.
No, you just told me that that Sante is in the beginning stages, and I agree with you that Sante, and I said I would rather, and we're going to talk about this while we got my guest here.
Ahead.
Okay. I would rather hold on, Sante. I would rather have a person that has a learning ability and a skill set that needs to be improved than a motherfucking person that comes when they get ready.
And I agree, because I said to you...
What did Craig say?
Craig was like, he agrees, and he says he sees that about Sante, and that's why Sante is here still getting her skill set together.
Because I said I'd rather... See, did you catch that? See how she do? Because we were having a conversation that we would rather work with somebody who's good at what they do and they're professional all around than to be with somebody who's exceptional at what they do and they know they're exceptional and they show up when they want to come, or you got a lot of problems with them You know what I mean? So yeah, like because there's always room for improvement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my guest for the night, honey. None other than Days County. Girl, what? Girl, what is going on, girl? I'm not feeling safe.
Girl, that
coming in the
So do you want Craig to put it on?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
Craig is a lady, but he's not a woman.
Sontag.
Or how do I? Did I say that back?
I like you.
He's a woman, but he's not a lady.
Don't you listen to her?
Listen, all right.
No, I don't take offense because I do makeup.
No, but no.
But that was what we were saying too.
No,
Listen,
listen. Now, son, I'm messy, so don't take that as Craig was not reading you, but he did say that you know that my hair looks good on film. But
you gonna messy bitch.
he did say that. But however, that means he said my hair looks good on film. So but the thing about it is, I enjoy it. And one thing that a GAY like that don't know is anything about hair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to our podcast, all the way from Dade County by way of Atlanta, honey, over there by Lithia Springs, girl.
You moved to Midtown now, girl.
I'm in Midtown
Midtown, bitch. Rickey Vasquez.
Hey, what's up, pussy asshole?
All right, now listen. We were talking about before we were rudely interrupted about Baltimore's leasters.
Yes.
We were talking about.
What part of Baltimore are you from?
Northwest,
what's your neighborhood?
Park Heights, 21215.
She lying, y'all.
Park Heights.
You sound like you from Bridgeport.
I went to college. That's all.
Ooh. Ooh.
They cleaned it up.
What college did you go to?
Hampton University.
Oh.
Oliver, is this camera capturing the things?
Yeah.
All right, I need to make sure that it's capturing the things.
Girl,
all
that
the
wig
things.
like it's too small.
It don't matter, girl. My head is big, girl.
As long as it slide on the front.
That's all I need to do is press down
Long
in
as
the
it's
front.
light in the front.
I need that
Lay in
bitch
the
to
front.
lay down in the
Yeah.
front, bitch.
If it's up in the back, they ain't gonna see that part.
Right. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rickey, but I'm familiar, so that's all that motherfucking matters, bitch. You hoes get familiar.
Yeah.
So, Rickey, I've been watching you when you moved here. I've watched you. Hold on, I hear pattering of feet. I'm getting afraid. Sounds like loud men coming from downstairs in the basement. Are those Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello.
Hey. How y'all doing? All right.
Your house lets you know what the fuck is going on.
Bitch, I got to know where to aim at, bitch.
At all times.
Bitch, I'm from Dade. I got to know
What
exactly
I said when I
what
pulled
you-
up, I said, damn, I thought I was making my mama proud.
Yeah.
Like, an apartment in Midtown.
Yeah.
This bitch has a home.
Way out, honey. Way
out.
we're moving on.
Yes, at the back of the cul-de-sac.
At the back of the cul-de-sac,
Yes.
honey, to let you know, bitch, that your body will be buried in the bushes. So
Yes.
don't come. so I've been watching you, Rick. I watching you. Honestly, I would be very honest with you. Okay. You are in a group of people that were very prominent, or that not. I'm not gonna say were, that are very prominent and were in the first group of individuals that blew up on Instagram.
Yes. Thank you. What a time.
You blew up on Instagram, and then you took off from being, on Instagram. I've seen you have your own show. Mm-hmm. I just seen you maneuver in ways that I was like, bitch, this is the Miami way, because in this business, in this world, and just in general, if a bitch don't give it to you, you got to go make it for yourself.
Exactly.
And I've seen you doing that. I've watched you do that. I've watched with admiration. I watched you have the show. I've seen Trina, all the Miami people that love, that's Miami's elite, show you love. And I've always admired that, because, bitch, some people have been on social media for long periods of time, and I haven't seen them do anything with it. Mm-hmm. Craig and I have these discussions a lot, and we won't say any names.
Yes. Names don't need to be said, because when you say that, the girls are listening.
The girls stay listening, but girl, the names we be saying, we be like, girl, well, I mean, but anyway.
We'll save it for the after show.
It's the girl. Girl. But for me, I find that admirable, because people have these social media platforms, and they tend to just, girl, what are you doing? Why do you have a platform, girl, and you just taking pictures, and people. And you're receiving likes and hearts and views on it, but there's no conversion.
I think it's because a lot of people get into it for the attention and the clout, and they get too obsessed with getting those likes and getting those views, and they forget about getting money, and they forget about elevating and making the right connections, because just from being as deep in the industry as you are, a lot of the connections that you can make from Instagram ain't on Instagram.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. Because see, a lot of people, and see, this is what's pissing me off in this day and time, the word clout chaser. And you utilize the word, well, not you, but people utilize the word clout chaser in the realm of individuals who have went viral. Bitch, I've been going viral, bitch, since I put my face on the internet.
Very true.
And bitch, even if it was for the wrong reasons, I've been going viral since I put my face on the internet. So you don't know, in that viral sense, people of all statues are watching you. So, there's some people that's going to reach out and be like, bitch, I really live for you. Let's do something.
Right.
And because it's happening. It happens.
It happens, yeah.
And my thing is, I know just like myself, because you were before me on the Instagram thing, because I was the Facebook girl. And you were before me on the Instagram thing, but Instagram was popping, and it's just like this was everybody. That was everybody's thing was Instagram. Bitch, I saw you had that show and like all this stuff was transpiring. I was like, yes. I always over there saying yes, because that's a Miami hustle thing. But the word, when people use this clout shit, it pisses me off, because sometimes I'd be like, bitch, do you understand? It's hoes, numbers, names, addresses, situations that I ain't even call out. Bitch, you don't know who I done pollaxed with and partied with and kicked it with and had a good time with, bitch, and who done motherfucking been an instrumental part of my career, or who done silently did some shit for me, bitch. And you want to say clout because
the thing about it is, people don't like to admit when people just got that light. Like, since, like you said, before your face was on the internet, we was just riding over here, I was just saying, like, even from home, like, you was always, Maddie was always the shit.
That's
like,
it. Like, bitch,
so,
this free.
It was from Miami, even from, like, you just always been the shit.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, when you got that type of energy, the connect's gonna come to you.
Yes.
Whether it's on the club level, the industry level, a TV level, they're gonna come to you. But I think what people get confused at is, to be honest, there are a lot of people on the internet that get into it because they want the clout, not because they want to like crawl up. You're not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. But there are certain girls, and we won't say no names,
but we will look when we run across their picture while we scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah, that get into it, and all they want to do is be popping enough to go to the club with the biggest female rapper at the time, or be popping enough to be in certain sections with certain VIPs.
Right, and my thing is, girl, it's one thing to be around them, but what are y'all doing? Like, I don't give a fuck about taking a picture with X, Y, and Z. Just like I love my Nicki Minaj. You feel me? I love her boots. And they try to say that I'm a clout chaser with Nicki Minaj and this and the other. And I'm like, girl, first of all, y'all don't know, Nicki Minaj reached out to me in private sectors, and we had a whole private relationship, bitch, a whole year prior to me even making an announcement that she fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? Right. We had a whole situation going on or whatever, talking business and all that. So, and my thing was like, girl, what the fuck do you hoes define what the word clout mean? What in the fuck does clout chasing mean?
People use it as a weapon to like basically like belittle or condescend people that elevate.
That's in our position.
Yeah, that elevate.
Yeah,
and they base it off the internet, but they don't understand most of the moves you make. The internet is just the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's the channel, but most of the moves that you make is behind the scenes. Like, just from conversations that we've had privately, because there was a moment where I was kind of discouraged off my Instagram, and I was just making my money other ways.
But tell me why. Tell me about that moment. I want you to dig a little deep.
Okay.
About that moment. Just a little.
Okay.
I don't want you to give me too much personal.
Yeah. Well, I'll make it short. So there was a moment, which I'm sure you remember, because I remember you reaching out to me at the time. And I did. I want to say it was something that you discussed on your platform, where I was assaulted in a club on South Beach.
Yes.
By some very famous, athletes. And I think when that happened, I was kind of like at an Instagram peak, and I was popping. Instagram, like you said, it was new. I was going places in the city, getting in places that, and you know, we from where we from.
Yeah.
A lot of girls be from Atlanta, or they be from, no shade to anybody, they be from, you know, small towns where they may be, you know, the only gay there, and everybody fuck with them. We are from Miami, bitch. And to be gay and be respected, bitch, you gotta be a different type of bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they Miami is not fucking with the gays like that. And they damn sure ain't fucking with the black gays like that.
Yeah.
So.
And when we say stuff like that, like, I don't mean to cut you up, but I have to elaborate on that. When we say things like that, like, people were asking me, well, bitch, you ain't never been in the ballroom scene. I'm like, bitch, they don't play that kind of shit down here in Miami. We don't have no ballroom scene and stuff like that. Like, I don't know nothing about this. And it's not me being shady. I didn't understand it. Mm-hmm. That was a different type of gay for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, we was hanging with the fish.
With fish.
In the club, in the strip club, in the Rolex, bitch. Mm-hmm. We were at King of Diamonds. Like, you know, just... Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people understand the yes, KOD, right. Yeah. But to be honest with you, I don't think people understand the things that we see. I think people here in Miami, and they see you at this elevated level. They see you at the Marvelous Chateau.
Yeah.
They see, I done moved to downtown Atlanta, or all these places, and they don't know, like, bitch, we are from the hood, bitch.
Yes.
Okay? That shit is not easy. It's not easy to make it up out of there. So with that hustle that you're talking about, well, we'll get back into that. But that's where that hustle come from that you're talking about, because you don't want to go back there. But what happened to me was I was getting so popping, and I learned very quickly about fake love. When the incident happened, it was just so many people that I thought was going to defend me and that was going to have my back, and they didn't. Or they was having my back in private and was scared to publicly defend me. And I just started seeing that in that moment I learned that it was a lot of fake shit that goes on this internet shit.
Well, I want you to tell the people that didn't see it.
Yeah.
You were assaulted.
I was assaulted.
We not gonna use no names because I know, but your incident was you were assaulted by two heterosexual men. They were athletes for a particular team, and you know. I was so hurt by it when I saw it.
I think what hurt me the most was not that people didn't believe that it happened. I think I would have took it better if people didn't believe that it happened. It was just the way that people were trying to defend it, and the way that people were trying to make it seem like I was like I did something to antagonize the situation, when really I had just got to that club. And for people to say things like, how did you even end up in that club? Bitch, I was popping at the time. Mm-hmm. This is Miami. They dropped the ropes when I got to that club. Mm-hmm. The bouncer led me to the section that I was going to. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, why I was even attacked. You get what I'm saying? But I was attacked, and I wouldn't lie about no shit like that, because at the end of the day, we from where we from. And bitch, I could have went about it a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I did what I had to do. I was in Miami on South Beach, and I'm black and I'm gay. Bitch, I called the police. The fuck? I'm outside with no shoes on, my shirt ripped up, I'm bleeding out of my mouth, I got my face is swollen, and I'm on fucking Washington Avenue. Bitch, I'm finna call the police. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is South Beach. I think people think, you know, Miami is just this happy-go-lucky ass place, like, but the things that, in that situation, I was scared. And bitch, I called the police before the police arrested me. When I called the police, I didn't even know who had really jumped on me. I just knew I got jumped on.
Because it just happened so quick. Like, it just happened.
When them people came outside, and I literally had people looking at me, and when they went inside and found out what happened with who's and who was what and who had done what, and them people didn't do a fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it was people that I was in that club with that used to show me so much love on the internet shit. I'm talking about other artists in the city. Oh, post my shit, come host my event, come do XYZ. Just came outside and, you know what I'm saying, act like they ain't even know who the fuck I was. Got the fuck out of Dodge and ain't even hit me. Are you okay? No, nothing. So from that, I think I just got discouraged from the whole internet platform. I think I was like, fuck this. I'm finna use my connects. I love to work in the industry with the people that I have connected with, but I don't want to be talent anymore.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Ricky, because after that situation transpired with you, I watched a change, because I've always been a watcher, because I didn't know anything too much about Instagram, because I wasn't on Instagram like that. I used to be like, girl, I just a picture. But you was the first one doing those videos and skits and all that stuff before those girls was doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's no shade.
That's not
That's
no
no
shade.
shade.
That's just the true tea. Before them girls was doing that, I used to see you dancing, doing skits, it was the Rickey Vasquez show. I was like, bitch, I know.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be tuned in to what was going on. You know, I was like, okay, so maybe I need to do a skit on the Instagram. Because, you know, bitch, you was doing that shit when you only had 15 seconds on Instagram, bitch.
15 seconds, no algorithm.
Nothing. When it was just 15 seconds of bitch put up or shut up. Put a picture up. In 15 seconds, cut this shit off. What's up, everybody? This your bitch, this Rickey Vasquez. Bitch, you done did a whole skit and done made me laugh in 15 seconds.
Yeah. It was a time, and I definitely, I think what happened was when I stepped out, when I took that moment of just being depressed, like I went to a therapist and everything, because it was just other things going on in my life at the time too. Like people don't know at that time when I used to make those skits and those videos in that front yard on that corner, bitch, I was living in Lincoln Field. Bitch, you know about Lincoln Field. Yes, bitch, I was living in Lincoln Field. Bitch, I was in the corner twerking in my motherfucking thongs and Speedos in Lincoln motherfucking Field.
Yeah.
You understand? I was living in the house at the time where we used to have to go outside to turn the hot water on. You understand? And I'm not saying I grew up in struggle because I didn't. I didn't grow up in struggle. I came back home because my family was struggling. So I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I started doing them videos because, bitch, I was trying to figure something the fuck out.
You was getting a release from...
And it just worked out, and I think God just blessed me to make a way for my family at the time, because what I will say is, whether I kept going till I got to 1 million followers or not, what I will say is, bitch, I never stopped getting money from my platform. Bitch,
Right.
Ever, bitch. Even back then, bitch, before it was marketing firms that wanted to use your social media before the term influencer was even a thing. Bitch, I was figuring out how the fuck I could make some money from this platform.
Right.
So it goes to say back what you were saying about people who kind of get into it. Now I think when I stepped out, I just saw people coming into the game that was like not original, and I felt like, how was I gonna come back in? Like, honestly, it was like, well, everybody's doing what I was doing. And how do I make myself stand out if everybody's doing what I'm doing? Which is not a problem, but I was just struggling, honestly, to find out.
To figure out.
Yeah, to figure out what can I do. Because I'm one of those people, it's not a diss, but I never want to, you know, what makes you stand out, Maddie, is that your platform is so large and just the platforms that you've been on, and, but you just always have been a real bitch.
Yeah.
No matter the platform, you don't switch up. A lot of girls get to a certain level and they switch up. They start speaking differently and shit and
like,
changing how they
right.
exactly. You have always kept it right where it was at.
But let me tell you something. I gotta be honest with you. I really think that with me doing that that has caused. You know, a lot of people be want you to switch your pitch up or switch your thing, your dialect, switch up your who you are, because they feel like, well, this, if you do this, you fit into like a normal space of you fit into a normal space of like, okay, we possibly can use her. And see, for me, anything that any bitch give you, they could take it the fuck back. And when you done applied yourself to how a bitch wants you, you done lost yourself to that. And they take back what they give you. Who are you really?
Exactly.
Who are you really? You feel me? Like, just like the same thing with you. Ever since I've seen you, you've been Rickey Vasquez. You ain't been nobody else. You've been funny. You've been entertaining. You ain't swapped up on nobody. It's just been what it's been. And for me, when that situation happened, everybody around the nation saw that. Like, because that was... Craig, did you see it?
See what?
The situation that happened with Rickey.
No. We did a podcast about it, so I'm familiar because of that, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, I was very... I was disturbed by it because I used to see Rickey all the time, like with the straight people in the bar, in the straight bar, the strip bar, getting his life or whatever, and then I'm like, they all turned.
They back on me, and I think, in some ways, I'm kind of looking back. I'm kind of happy because what it really made me see on another level was that, like, as gays, yeah, it's cute. I love girls. You get what I'm saying? I love women. I love black women. I love white women, Hispanic women, whoever. I love men too. Hell, obviously. Well, but my point is that as gays, like, it's like we all we got. And I feel like maybe when I started getting lit, I was, not turning my back on the gays, but I was just too immersed into heteronormal shit.
You know what happened? You know what happened? And it happens to us a lot. And it usually happens a lot to gay men who are able to blend. Mm-hmm. It becomes, well, that gay shit ain't really my problem because they like me. Mm-hmm. Because no shade, I'm gonna keep it all the way to motherfucking 1,000. Mm-hmm. I sat next to a bitch that was reading the gays, and I've already apologized to my fam for this. I sat next to a bitch that was reading the gays, and bitch, I felt like, well, she not talking about me because we friends. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. When all the time, I was exactly who she was talking about. Mm-hmm. And I think that at times we get in a space where we are so comfortable that shit don't apply to us because it don't apply to us. Mm-hmm.
Until it does
Until it apply to us, and then you find out, oh, bitch, y'all feel this way about all us. Mm-hmm. You just having fun because I'm making you laugh. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's exactly how I felt, and I think it made me not want to be in that moment. It just made me not want to be the funny poem. It just made me not want to do that.
You can say it.
Yeah, it made me not want to be. It was like, well, let me see how these bitches act if I'm not making their ass laugh, and it kind of made me tap into other things in my life that was going on. I'm happy for that point, because what I did realize is that what I didn't know at the time, I was also one of the first people that was doing like the love and hip hop reviews, and just doing commentary on certain stuff. At the time, the Shade Room wasn't that big. I think Follow Alert might have been bigger. And I was kind of like doing some of my posts became like commentary, and I realized that I had a voice when I wasn't creating videos, because most of my DMs weren't even like, damn, we missed a skit or XYZ. It was like, damn, I want to know how you feel about this, or I want to know how you feel about this. So when I did come back, when I did get my show and stuff, I kind of stepped more into like commentary and like making sure that when people listening to the gays, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all gonna be funny, because that's how most of us get through life, period. It's just laughing. You learn to laugh at shit.
Yeah, especially when we got the odds are stacked against us like that. You get what I'm saying?
But it's also like we have a voice. You get what I'm saying? And through the comedic shit, it's always good to...
That's an outlet. People don't understand that that's our outlet on, the problems and the shit that goes on in our life. You feel me? And, I'm going to further elaborate on that situation. When that shit happened, I was hurt by it because I knew what was going on. Who that? I knew what was going on, bitch. I knew that you had been abandoned because, bitch, we may not have the similar situation, but what we got similar is, bitch, I was working the motherfucking host role. Okay? Niggas was out there trying to whoop my ass and rob me.
And we done seen hoes.
Listen, they trying to whoop my ass and rob me, bitch. And girl, I'm at the Shell gas station, loud in the color at the Shell gas station, bitch. At Shell.
On 22nd.
Bitch, on 70
on 7th Avenue.
On 27th Avenue, bitch. You know what 27 and then 79 right there.
Yes.
It was I think it was Shell, one of them motherfucking gas stations. Amoco, I don't know what the fuck it was. But what I do know is, bitch, all these people out there, and they watch these boys terrorize me. Ain't nobody pick the phone up and call the police. Ain't nobody. I'm up there screaming, help me.
Ooh.
But because my breath, my titties was out, bitch, and because, bitch, at the time, bitch, I was still a porch monkey, bitch.
A porch monkey?
I was that.
What does that mean?
Girl, honey, bitch, I was a clock, bitch, you could clock that T, bitch, 3 miles down the road. Bitch, you could clock that T 5 miles to empty, bitch. And
come on, Brownstone.
I mean, brick brownstones, a small way to say brick. But for me, when all that shit was going on, I just really was in the realization, like even some tricks that bitch who dicks I done had down my throat was at the gas station, and I'm like, bitch, help me. And them bitches was like, and one man blankly said, you shouldn't be out here with that shit on. And you a nigga.
Do Do you know that's what they said to me in that club? Do you know what the narrative was that was going around? That I tried to push up
on the
boys.
So what did they follow you out of the club? Is that what
This happened as soon as I got into the club. At the time, they're not from there. I'm from there. And even before, to be honest, I don't want to make it about Instagram because even before Instagram, like, I got a big family. Like, I could go a lot of places and walk through the club. And honestly, because even when you go to the beach, what people don't know is them bouncers that's on that beach, they be from Opelika. They be from Liberty City. They be from, and if they know you gay and you cool, it's like, let me make sure you good. I'm going to walk you over here. So I don't know where the fuck they was taking me to. You get what I'm saying? I'm following the damn bouncer.
Oh, so it was very much so they didn't like you.
Yeah, they didn't like that. It was like, I don't know if they thought I was coming to their section. I don't know, because as soon as I stepped onto the floor, I promise you, I could feel the shoving. You get what I'm saying? And me and my friend is sitting right across right now. Oh, we on video, so well they can't see you, bitch. I'm sorry, but I don't like to be pushed. I hate that. You get what I'm saying? Not because it makes me feisty, but it just makes me nervous. Like, you get what I'm saying? So when I start being pushed, I'm like, okay, bitch, something is weird is going on over here. Before I could even get out of the crowd, because this is a club on South Beach, a very popping club, I was getting my ass beat. Like, I didn't know what the fuck. All I heard was faggot, something.
But it was a who? Do you want to?
It was along the lines of like, we don't want no faggots over here, or who is this faggot? And I was getting my ass beat. Not by one motherfucker, not by two motherfuckers. I was getting my ass beat by bitch, about 8 or 9 motherfucking big ass dudes.
So did you take any type of legal action after this?
Yeah, I called the police.
I mean, like, litigation.
So what happened is it was so big, and that's what I don't regret many things, but I just didn't realize at the time like how fast things travel. Like, I called the police. People must have been recording me on the corner like, oh, that's Rickey. It went viral on the internet. It went viral on Twitter. And then somebody retweeted it and said who it was that was in the club. They was like, that was such and such. And then somebody else retweeted it, and then WSVN picked it up, and then it was on the news. And then before I could even get in the ambulance, well, it was viral. And it made the situation worse, because that's already traumatic. But it was like, I just feel like everywhere I was going, everybody was looking at me like, that's that punk that got, that's that punk that got beat up in that club. Like, and on top of that, one of the players played for, like, our team. You understand what I'm saying? In Miami. So it was, like, a lot of fans. Like, at the time, I used to post videos in front of my house, Craig. Like, people was riding by my house, like, sitting outside my house. Like, them people was on me, because at the time it got so big, and of course lawyers was calling my phone. Yeah. Of course, my mom and my family was so outraged that they was like, we gonna take action, and I did. But it just got so big and so out of hand, and it was like press conferences and everything, and I just felt like that's not what it was. But I felt like people tried to make it seem like it was like a grab, like about money. And it was like, no, bitch, I called the police before I even know who jumped on me. But I called the police because I got my ass beat. And I was on South Beach.
So did you let it go, or did you end up suing them?
No, I ended up suing them. Okay. I live in Midtown, right?
You know what?
Justice is served, and I'm happy, that part of my life is over. But it was very traumatic, and that's what made me step away from social media. But I could just remember when I came over here, this like a year ago.
So let me ask you this. Did they continue to be able to play? Or were they suspended or anything?
Yeah.
Really?
And that's when I realized, even on a world scale, just like a corporate level, it was like, these people don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Well, I mean, you see this, and
that's not even
just limited to the gay thing.
But I gotta say this before y'all. Before y'all even keep going. Gays, this is why it's important as LBGTQ, IA, and all that other shit. Do not forget that when the ship come to ship us off, I don't give a fuck how masculine you are. I don't give a fuck how real pussy you can blend in. When it's known what it is, they are talking about you. They are feeling this way about you.
Period.
When you hear them motherfuckers doing that shit, fuck you, faggot that. No, I see I got gay friends. No, they talking about it's about you. So feel some type of way about that. Feel some type of way.
When it happened to me, what's crazy is there were people like you and other,
that talked about it.
That talked about it, and that were really concerned. Like, I remember at the time the Scorpion show was real big, and they reached out, but It was a lot of gays in our hometown that were dragging me for filth. Like, people get beat up every day, XYZ. But I don't think people understand. It was about losing, no fight, nothing like that. It wasn't even a fight. It was the fact that I was attacked. I was attacked.
You were attacked.
And I can't even.
And you were attacked by two straight men who walk around. These men walk around with fragile masculinity. Bitch, if a queen can't walk by you and you got to put your hands on them, something wrong with you inside. Something wrong with you.
And it was so much. It was like the person that had, and see, I can't by law, I can't even talk about that, the names, but it was a certain gay. You know what I'm saying? That, has gotten a little bit more comfortable with themselves since then. That, you know what I'm saying? But
I need all of this once we
yes. It was just a certain... The issue was that the person... we from Miami. I'm not saying I'm the baddest bitch, but I am a city girl.
Right.
From the 305,
Ghetto booty, pretty face, thick thighs.
Ghetto booty, thick thighs, you know what I'm saying? And I was fucking with this guy that was like, had money. And...
What he had?
Money. And I was fucking with this guy, and that's kind of like why I was kind of there. You get what I'm saying? And I just felt like it goes back to that blending shit that you was talking about. It was like, bitch, you seen something happen to me. A bitch didn't even text my phone and ask me if I was okay. And you was just asking me to sit on your face. But you don't give a fuck about how... I'm talking about, y'all, I can't really describe it, but it was like, I never got my ass beat like that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, them people was beating my ass. Like I have a contusion on my leg to this day. I got a bruise
Ricky, you know what you was?
Day.
You know what you was in that moment? You was a punk. And you was a punk, and some niggas was jumping on a punk, and they was fighting a punk, they was attacking a punk, they was hurting a punk, bitch. And let me tell you something, the minds of the people are so conditioned to drag a punk anytime you get an opportunity to drag a punk. I don't give a fuck if it's your friend, drag them.
I seen people that I knew for years like, well, what did you do?
Yes!
Motion detector.
Bitch! Yes, what did you do?
Because that's common. Most times they go to the victim and say, well, what did you do? Like, why did this happen?
And that's why, Craig, it's so important. Like, I seen somebody talking the other day, and they were saying, well, why would trans be talking like, some of the gays got to be with the stuff with trans, right? I'm like, first of all, gay, do you not understand that the reason why you're able to go to Pride and get your back blown out and your dick sucked and get fucked in your throat and all this stuff, bitch, is because a trans woman throwed motherfucking the first blow in the fight towards motherfucking freedoms for the gays. A transgender woman did that. Yes. And bitch, that's why.
I always had,
There's a great documentary on her.
That's why, bitch. It's because, bitch, nobody didn't give a fuck how strong and masculine you are, or how soft and feminine you are, or how really, bitch, it was about rights. And this is my issue that I have, and y'all hoes ain't gonna like me that's listening to this podcast, bitch, because I don't mind. This is my issue with African American fucking people.
Yeah.
Oh, don't ever mix sexuality and racism together. Bitch, how?
How? It's the same thing. Bitch, I just want to be treated equally. You don't even, bitch, gotta fuck with me. Just keep your ass over there. That's the point. And it's beyond trans. It's on the flip side as well. Like, with the blending, like, I feel like even at these pride events, the way people kind of, like, exclude the trans girls, or even, like, the bush queens, or, like, the more feminine people, is crazy. Like, everything is so... It got to be so hyper masculine, so fake masculine, or boys only, or, all
that bullshit.
That shit is whack.
It is whack.
But even the way the clubs are segregated, like,
exactly,
the trans girls typically go to a different club. Like, when I used to go to the clubs, like, the trans girls used to always go to Loretta's, or what was it, 708, or they would go to the Chaparral. They didn't go to Fusion. I'm going really way back now. They didn't really go to, like, the quote-unquote boy club.
Because I'm over here like, shit, I barely made 708. But I'm going to keep saying, so my age. So y'all don't think I'm a young-ass punk. But, Yeah, I think it's just so many sub layers. You'll probably have to do a whole damn podcast series to just really dig in. I think I was on Craig's podcast before, and we was kind of talking about just.
But Craig, like you didn't know, but I watched it. I was very hurt about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I watched it. I did commentary on it. I was real because I just was like, how y'all gonna sit over here? And y'all supported the boy and carrying on with the boy and y'all loved the boy and then all of a sudden y'all hoes is silent. You feel me?
And them same hoes that was missing in action when I started crawling up out of them fucking ashes again and getting my life together, guess what them hoes tried to do?
What's up,
Nudge
bitch?
they ass back around.
What's
Bitch,
up?
it's good to see. Especially when it came out in the news, bitch, that we was going to trial.
Right.
They was like, oh, this sissy is about to win big, bitch, and I want to be there to be a part of it. But, you know, I did what real girls do, and I left them hoes down there in Miami.
Bitch, right.
And got the fuck up out of there. But
Yeah.
a bitch is back. I remember when I came over here like a year ago, and you was just kind of telling me that you used to watch me and stuff, and I never would have thought that in a million years.
Yes, I watch. Listen, let me tell you something. Bitch, I watch everything online because one thing you have to do is keep your eyes on stuff that's going on, especially when I never kept my eyes open on what you was doing, like to be in a competitive space. I just wanted to see, like, okay, I'm very proud. Like, when I know somebody from where I'm from, and see, this is the problem this is just so sad. People do not really support their own people. Bitch, they would rather go out to a show to a bitch that's bashing me than support me. On my entire journey, I have really found, you have to put some glue down there. I have really found that my support has came from complete strangers.
That's how it always is. Like when you told me that, you was sitting in the same spot actually, and I was sitting on your stairs.
Yes.
And you was like, you gotta start creating your content again, and you gotta.
I did. I tell you, get back. Like, get back into the swing of things. Go back into that shit. I mean, I'm glad. I'm not glad that situation happened to you, but I'm glad you've gotten past that or whatever. You just got to grow from that. Like, cause I'm like, Ricky, bitch, you was one of the first girls that I ever seen, girl, on the Instagram. But I didn't even know what the fuck Instagram was doing, bitch. It was doing skits in 15 seconds. You know, you told me a story. So
one day, I know everybody like, I got so many different eras of my audience too. It's so many people that don't even know I used to do that. I'm gonna go back and just post all my old things.
I think you should. I think you should go back and do that. And I think that, I mean, now that situation is over, you can talk about it, talk about things in a way and give encouragement stuff. But I think personally that you should definitely advocate for unity in our community because you've experienced it firsthand.
Yes.
I have experienced it firsthand, a huge separation because I hate to talk about it, but I don't give a fuck. When me and that motherfucking goddamn saggy, raggy, titty ass bitch goddamn parted, it was a huge divide.
Yeah.
Like it was straight against trans, and then it became gays against TS.
Yeah.
And it went to being, well, she ain't talking about us, she just talking about me. And I'm the same bitch that sat next to the motherfucking hoe, and bitch, I used those same words until it was me. Like, oh, okay, girl. But I used to tell that hoe, bitch, you can't say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I'm still a queen sitting there. But no, sis, you know. But bitch, that's how they do. Like at the moment, that goes for men and women, not just the women. Men too that be for the moment they fall out or they have a situation with her, it's punk, cystic fag, this and the other, you know, and the true nature of them comes out. Now, we do have people that are truly allies to us that I've experienced true allies. Bevy Smith is definitely a true ally to the girls, to the people, you know. Other women, come on, girl, blow dry.
Yeah. But you got the ones that definitely come around and just, because at the end of the day, just like the trans girls have done so much for the gay community and they kind of get their back turned on. Fish, this shit that's going on with Fish now, and Fish want to be long hair, bust down, glued down, pushed up, waist little, these fantasy bodies and all that. That's all coming from the girls. There's all that fantasy shit is coming from the girls. The color hair, the shit. We even going back to the girls are stepping out damn near in costume now. You know what I'm saying?
In drag, bitch. You can say it.
Yeah.
The girls' eyelashes big as motherfucking goddamn Methuselah. Bitches' eyelashes looking like bat wings, girl. Like these motherfucking eyelashes I got on.
Yeah, but the lingo and just everything, you know, it's a thin line between like those allies and just the girls that come around and kind of rub elbows with us just to kind of take our shit back
Rickey,
to the straights.
Come on. Now, let's not even say rub elbows. Let's say come eat up our lingo, eat our shit up, monetize off of our shit, girl, and then act like that they were the beginning of it. But everybody's saying T.
Well, the same way that black folks say that white folks do it. It's the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. And we not tolerating it no more. We calling y'all puss ass hoes out.
All the way.
For the 99 and the 2000.
All the way. If you ain't a real ally, if I don't see you as a POUNK, if the trade don't get you, don't spook your teeth, bitch, you ain't got the right.
They don't even know what a punk is. But
bitch, if the trade don't get you, cause I got some fish friends that bitch, when I got clocked, they got clocked. And we all niggas in here. I had some real riders. Bitch that I done been out to the club with and the motherfucker looking like, I think that y'all niggas. We are. And I done hung out with girls, bitch. Like, cause listen, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that women are the enemy. I'm not gonna do that. Because all women are not the enemy. But we do have the girls that are really not allies with the situation.
I call those girls fish. Them the ones. You can't trust fish, okay? You can't trust those girls. Like
they not allies to the situation, and they just there collecting data. Ooh, bitch, who my man? You know my man? You know what, bitch? What? He cute. He like you. You know, and that even goes down to people in our family. I've had my family members, some of my girl cousins in our family. Tim, he gay? I don't know.
Bitch, do you think so?
Bitch, I ain't finna tell you he gay.
He ain't finna whoop my ass.
You hoes done got me together once before with that bullshit. I done told y'all bitch that Trey done motherfucking tried to hit on me, and next thing I know, Trey trying to hit on me. Cause your ass done ran down there. Tim said. Tim said that you was trying to and I know you ain't like that. He lied.
And there goes back. See, that's fish. That's what I'm talking about. That's fish. Bitch, I done gave you some information to help you, bitch. And you finna go back. Cause now I done told you what you was suspicious of. And bitch, now you want to doubt what the fuck I'm saying because you don't want to believe that your man is one of the girls.
Right.
It's like, no, ho, I don't have no information for fish. I tell girls all the time, bitch, don't ask me about trade. I don't fuck on trade. I don't know him. Bitch, I fuck other punks.
Right.
Okay?
Well, see,
that's
for
what
me,
I do.
I'm gonna tell I tell the hoes now, if he ain't suck my dick, I don't know what he do.
Ooh.
You gotta ask that girl who dick he out there sucking.
They don't want to know that. They don't want to hear that. That's why it's a big thing in Miami now too, where like people, the videos are coming out. The niggas are sucking dick on videos, getting exposed left and right all over Facebook.
Bitch, listen, no, quiet as it's kept, bitch. I was the first in that era, but it wasn't me doing no secret. Those boys was just getting out there because they was the fan of the BigDBitch.com, bitch. Bitch, when I tell you I done rocked the Miami boys, bitch, them Miami, bitch, I put a whole motherfucking. Bitch, I put a whole halt in Miami one time, bitch.
Bitch, your host done came. No shade. This is no shade because I fuck with you the long way, bitch. You know that. Bitch, you're like my auntie, bitch. What I'm saying is, your shit has, bitch, caused the ruckus, bitch, in my own bloodline, bitch.
Oh, no.
I done clicked on your shit and see motherfuckers that grew up at the barbecues with me, bitch.
Please don't tell me no.
Okay, yes.
But it wasn't my fault.
But it wasn't your fault. My thing was, I used to always be telling my mom and them. I used to be telling them.
God forgive me.
You get what I'm saying? The girls been denied. You know what the girls don't want to believe? That this is the undertone of it. They don't want to believe that men would actually, the men that they want would actually.
But this is.
They don't want to believe that.
But here's the thing. Until we get down to separation of sexual identity and sexual preference and freakiness, we got to separate all that. Just because I'm over here fucking a nigga don't mean this finna sound crazy. Do it mean I'm gay, Craig?
If who's fucking who? What now?
Oh, here she goes.
Look, now you got to
I need to know who the characters are. Who are the characters?
Okay, maybe I need to word this correctly. A sexual experience does not make
a person gay. I agree with that. So, case in point, like there was a whole episode on Insecure Remember, Molly had talked about how when she was in college, she had an experience with a girl, and she was dating the guy who had his dick sucked. He said, I only did it one time, I wasn't really feeling it, and they automatically wanted to say the boy was gay because he had an experience. That's a classic example. No, I don't think that makes him gay.
Now, I do think if a man fucks me, he's gay. Because...
What if he only did it one time?
He's not going to just do it one time.
But what if he does?
It's never been done in the history.
What if a situation is he fucked you because he was in prison, but then when he got out of prison, he never looks at another man?
I think what happens in prison is a testament to the fact that, like what you're saying, Maddie, like it's fluid. Freakiness is just it's fluid.
But in the case,
if a nigga like a woman with a fat ass and he sees a man with a fat ass, he will fuck that man in that fat ass.
But what I'm saying is, in the case of prison,
period.
That's a different
It's about
thing.
ass. It's not about if you're a woman or a man.
In the case of prison, that's a different thing. If he's in there for 10 years...
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you've been in there, if you straight, you straight.
No, ma'am. I don't know if I can agree with that.
No, if you want to use prison as an excuse to protect your masculinity, if you want to use Florida's in the building, y'all. Salute everybody. Shouts out all the city girls in the building.
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion just walked in. It's very major.
That's right.
But
listen, no ma'am, Craig, don't you do that. Let me tell you something. Cause bitch, I don't give a fuck how long I'm in the motherfucking women's prison, bitch. But listen, the right hard looking lesbian might come and suck your dick.
No.
But the right lesbian might. Bitch, if you ain't got no balls.
No.
And your titties, and you got titties.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Be fucked up.
If you're in prison and you're fucking, it's right now. I know y'all be seeing it because you nasty, and I know I see it because everybody's nasty. It's a girl right now. It's a girl used to be in our very own community in these streets, the streets of ATL. Shouts out, salute to you. You get what I'm saying, bitch? Because you're still in there and you still find a way to get the bad code. Respect. I fuck with it. The commissary is probably sitting real nice. But what I'm saying to you is, they're fucking that girl in there because she got a fat ass, okay? And they're gay. Cause she's not the first man in there that they done fucked on. Do you watch these documentaries about these prisons? They don't just be fucking these men. It's like, you're my bitch.
Craig, let me explain something to you.
They be in love with these men. I know so many gay girls. Well, not gay girls. I'm talking like I'm from Miami.
But
right now.
I do think
I know so many that are gays.
Whether that happens,
no.
It would not happen if he was not in prison. In some cases.
Yes, it happens all the time.
No. In some cases, I think. In some of them, right? Like if they're in there for life. You think they're not gonna have more human contact at some point?
Craig, do you understand?
I think
that there are some that will not.
I could take it better if it was a situation.
They do fuck the guards. My brother was in jail for years. They moved him because he was in a whole relationship with this girl. Niggas being there fucking impregnating them female guards. I know it happens, but there are more male prisoners than female.
If I motherfucking clock
so it's not enough for them to go around.
I clock a whole bitch in the head with a motherfucking Hennessy bottle right now and take that bitch to the end of the road. And them bitches lock me up and put me in the women's annex, bitch. I don't give a fuck how many years I'm in that bitch. If you got a pussy, I'm not sexually attracted.
If the right stud come over to you,
bitch,
talking about
let me tell you something.
Dick.
No. Bitch, I'm finna, bitch, on the streets, bitch. It's trans men out here, trans men. I fuck no stud. It's trans men out here that's looking like real buff ass niggas,
right.
Bitch. And I be over there looking and lusting at them motherfuckers. But straight up like this, and this ain't no shade to anybody listening. I am a dick connoisseur. I like a big, long, black-ass motherfucking dick bitch with veins in it. Or
I got you.
Hold on, I need to express this. I like a big, long, red motherfucking dick with veins in it. I like hang low-ass fucking balls. Bitch, this is what I like. Now, I like genitalia.
Step in the frame, please.
Turn that motherfucker this way, cause I'm in the spirit, bitch. Let me put this right here, bitch. I like genitalia, okay? T.S. likes genitalia, and this ain't no disrespect to nobody. If that genitalia ain't hooked up the way I like it, it ain't happening. I ain't sucking I'm not getting down there and sucking no.
I'm not saying that you would.
But I do that.
And I got you.
That's my attraction to a nigga. That's my attraction.
We're talking about sexuality.
My attraction to a nigga is the bitch, nigga. If you pull your motherfucking clothes off in front of me and that dick look, you got to point me to another nigga. That goes for a nigga. I like a big dick, big balls. If a trans
what was that?
If a bitch nigga, if a trans man come with a big dick, big balls, no I don't want this to sound fucked up. But that's my preference. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because I done been fooled by a trans man before. Mm-hmm. Okay? Bitch, I'm thinking we finna get down to the shaky bakey, bitch.
And it was little tiny.
It was, tiny. You know, I was like, oh. I said, bitch, you got me. Yeah. Bitch, you got me. You pulled me together. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing about it. I was still respectful with the situation. I'm just like, you know.
It's just not my thing.
I'm a dick connoisseur. Bitch, if that dick ain't motherfucking at least 10, bitch, in the smallest frame. Mm-hmm. I'm not. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people that say sexuality, identity, and all that other bullshit goes beyond genitalia. Mm-hmm. For me and mine, I need to say this so anybody looking. Because I done had these issues with these trans people, these trans groups and all this stuff be attacking me about the shit, how I feel about what I want in my sexual life in my bed. Mm-hmm. I'm not equating genitalia to sexual identity. What I'm saying is for me, mm-hmm. I like hanging nuts, a big black long dick bitch with a vein in that motherfucker, or a big red dick with a vein in that motherfucker. A big Spanish dick with a vein in that motherfucker. Big Haitian dick, big Cuban
dick. A big dick with a vein.
Bitch.
Yes.
That's just like if a nigga tell me, listen, ho, you might be fine and built up, bitch, like a whatever. You may be a fat hoe. I may fuck fat hoes, but bitch, you got nuts and a dick in between your legs. I can't rock with that. I can't do nothing but respect that because that is that individual's preference. And I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm going to take it all the way back to the jail. I don't give a fuck how near one of them, if and one of them hoes was studs in that motherfucking stud out. Bitch, I don't even fuck with other trans women. Mm-hmm. I box the whole back, bitch. Don't come over here with that motherfucking dyke and shit. You can be a gay... You ain't no... you can be a gay nigga and I'll fuck with you. You can't have no titties, hips, and body, bitch. I ain't on that dyke and shit. That ain't my swag. Mm-hmm. I'm not attracted to femininity. I'm not attracted to... it's not my attraction. So if I'm in prison, I'm miserable. If I done motherfucking box one of them hoes in the head with a Hennessy bottle, bitch, and send that hoe to the end of the road, bitch, and now I'm at the women. That's the worst place to put me, bitch. You put me in there with the trays, bitch, I'm gonna live my life on out there. You lock me up with them hoes, I'm miserable.
So
I understand what you're saying.
They're gay.
I don't think that it's that
it's
cut
gay.
and dry for
it's
everybody,
gay.
though.
If you're fucking them niggas in the ass, in that cell, and that dick is swinging, and you hear them nuts clapping on your thighs, and you coming back time and time again, and then you take it a step further, and now this your bitch. The bitch bringing you food. Can't nobody else fuck the bitch. You gay. You gay. And what I'm saying that to say, it's not about the prison. I just think a lot of men, I'm not. I'm saying a lot of men in general. I'm saying a lot of men in general look at other men. It's like, if you're, like for TS, it's genitalia. For some men, I feel like if you're fuck fishing her ass because she got a fat ass, you might possibly.
Don't say that, Ricky.
You might possibly fuck a man.
Cause I'll fuck a nigga deep in his ass guts, bitch, and won't stick my dick nowhere near. That ain't my swag.
That's not it. That's not it. If you in jail and you fucking them niggas, my father was in prison. I don't know, Daddy, and I hope you're not listening because you probably ain't gonna talk to me. But what I'm saying is, if my daddy was in there fucking them niggas, do you understand? Like,
I know he gay. My daddy Trey.
Daddy, that's it.
Bitch, a punk told me, hey, tell your daddy Tim to call me. I was like, okay.
Y'all know the girl. Do y'all know how many times too? What I will say about it, how I know it's true, because I have so many friends that get locked up behind their little teas, they do their little scams, they do whatever they do, and they get locked up. And when they get in jail, my friends will call me and I'll be thinking these bitches about to sound miserable. Them hoes in there like, bitch, I got a man. Bitch, I'm XYZ. Bitch, I get good. Bitch, I'm finna get out. And bitch, she finna move to Atlanta, bitch. We finna be, guess what happened?
Bitch,
them hoes get out. Them hoes get out. And when them niggas get out, guess what they do?
Go to they fish.
Go back to they fish. But guess what? In the midst of going back to fish, guess what they do? They find them punks.
But that's not everybody.
They find them punks.
That's
you
not
finna.
everybody. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I got that, but that's not everybody.
So you think that a man can fuck a man?
I think there could be a man that could be a heterosexual man who has never had a history of having sex with men. He could go to jail, and simply because of geography, simply because of circumstances, could be in there long enough. I don't mean he in there for 30 days. I'm talking about the nigga in there for years and could have an experience, and they could get out of jail and never look at another man. Does that mean that always happens? No. But I don't think that necessarily makes him gay. Now, my brother spent 23 years in jail.
Craig.
He thinks that makes him gay. He doesn't give a fuck.
Any man, let me tell you something how I feel too, bitch. Any man looking at muscles and pecs is the gay.
You gay.
So what you did as an experience? Because me as an experience, that's one time. That ain't nothing.
Bitch, if you lock
exactly.
motherfucking island,
because you know what it also is? Them
urges.
niggas be in there and they getting their ass from their cellmate or whatever the case may be. But guess what? When that girl go home and she get out, this is what I'm getting at. When the next girl comes in and they find the next girl that comes in that's a little feminine that they think they can fuck on, guess what they gonna do?
Fuck on her.
Fuck on her too.
I think that happens.
So
but
you're
that's
gay.
Not everybody.
You're gay. You're
That's
attracted
you
to
making
men.
it seem like everybody that goes in jail does that.
No, I don't think that everybody that goes to jail.
I don't think everybody that goes to jail
Well,
fuck
that's
niggas.
what
I'm
you're
saying,
saying.
what I'm saying is,
said that mean?
no, that's not what I said. What I said was, if you're in prison and you fuck men in prison, in some way you attracted to men, and you probably were attracted to men before you went to prison.
I think that can happen, but I don't think it's always that absolute.
Girl, please put me in the women's annex, bitch, and I'ma rither up.
Because based on your theory, it's like what she's saying. Based on your theory, if it was no other gays around, it was only women around. I don't.
Eventually, probably I would. Absolutely. If it was an extreme situation like that, eventually I probably would. Because I would want to come and I would get tired of jacking my own bitch.
Send me one of them pepperoni pizzas, bitch.
Only thing I'm excluding.
Bitch, we gonna continue this. How long we been on
It's
this?
over an hour.
Oh, sorry,
bitch,
y'all.
for real?
My bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about this deep ass shit. Bitch, this shit deeper than the pussy of a bitch 6 feet. Dick feels sweet in this little petite, bitch. So we've been carrying on for this shit for a minute. Y'all hoes, we gonna have to do a follow-up on after motherfucking dinner before lunch or whatever the fuck me and Craig coming out with, bitch. Because, bitch, we gonna talk about this offline. If you hoes ain't sit up here and watch the podcast, bitch, listen to the podcast, rewind this motherfucker back and leave your comments and opinions down to the bottom. And let me tell you something, you hoes could never hurt my feelings, so bitch, say what you want, but bitch, know that you can be blocked. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't found out what Rickey Vasquez is, Rickey, please tell you hoes where to locate you at.
You can locate me on Instagram at Rickey Vasquez. It's at IRICKY. Have I been drinking?
He Puerto Rican.
At IRCKYVASQUEZ. You can also find me on Twitter. My new Twitter is, what is my name on Twitter now? I've been blocked from Twitter so many times. I don't even know what my new account is.
Your name?
At El Chapo Returns. That's my new Twitter handle. And I have a lot of things coming on. I got a podcast that's coming out this week, probably by the time y'all hear this.
Come on,
it's called
podcast.
The Rickey Vasquez Show. So we're back. And yeah, just if you're looking for me, you know where to find me. Taterhead got the number.
All right, bitch. You don't know now. So listen, Craig, I need you to get that information and put that stuff at the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to start our show, honey. If you gonna see this, if you listen to this podcast, you gonna hear us. You go back and watch this motherfucking show, bitch. It's gonna be good.
Y'all can find me at Craig's Place as well. All right, good night.
You can't find
Good night.
me nowhere
Thanks
near
for
that
listening.
that motherfucking goddamn film queen.
It's the geography, y'all.